Welcome everybody to a look at a new 4K release from Arrow Video, and it is 2002's Dark Water. So this is directed by Hideo Nakata, who also did Ring and Ring 2. He also did the sequel to the American remake, so that was which came out around the same time as this, in fact. But then the Ring 2 came out a few years later. So yeah, but this is definitely more up there with the first Ring film than either of the sequels in terms of either the Japanese sequel or the American sequel. And yeah, this is a supernatural horror drama clocking in at 101 minutes long. It's about a woman in the midst of an unpleasant divorce who moves to an eerie apartment building with her young daughter. The ceiling of their apartment has a dark and active leak. So, although this horror film doesn't quite match the director's previous success with Ring, this is still an effective film that is ultimately engrossing and chilling in equal measure. Hitomi Kuroki also provides a really good lead performance. The film uses characterization and dramatic themes to underpin its horror leanings, really rather superbly. It is well paced, makes great use of its limited locations. The atmosphere is built up effectively, features a good score, and has several tense moments. So, yeah, a lot of those positives were also the same case for The Ring or Ring, um, although that's slightly more scary, I'd say. Whereas this is just a lot of tension, some chilling aspects to it, but I wouldn't say it's quite as scary as Ring was. But still, a really rather nice looking 4K, which we'll get into all of the elements that have gone into that. But in terms of physical extras, well, the only real difference between this and say the limited edition 2-disc version that came out in 2016 on Blu-ray with a DVD alongside it is the slipcover, which has the same artwork that was on the Blu-ray from all of those years ago, as you can see. So no real effort there, but it's still a nice enough slipcover. In terms of the disc, well, it's printed. I'm not sure if it's printed any different to the Blu-ray. I'll have a check in a second. Let's have a look. Yeah, no, it's not. Same printed disc, just now 4K rather than Blu-ray. You also get a booklet though, but again, that seems to be lifted from the limited edition version of the Blu-ray, as all of the write-ups are from 2016 when that Blu-ray was released. So yeah, we get cast and crew, and we get Dead Wet Girls by David Callat from 2016, and an Uncommon remake by Michael Jingo from 2016, and then About the Transfer. So that's the only real difference between this and the booklet that was in the Blu-ray. So yeah, it's been restored in 4K and it's presented in its original aspect ratio of 1:85:1 with 5.1 audio. The film is presented in HDR10 and Dolby Vision. The original 35mm camera negative element was scanned and restored in 4K resolution at Imagica, Tokyo. The 4K grading was supervised and approved by Director of Photography Junichiro Hashi. The grading was completed at Imagica by Kadakawa Corporation in collaboration with Arrow Films, and all materials for this restoration were made available by Kadokawa Corporation. So, yeah, plenty of effort has gone into the 4K element of this release, but physical extras, general presentation, really rather quite lazy to be honest. And Arrow Video do seem to have a habit of doing this kind of thing where they will put out a Blu-ray version of a film several years down the line. They'll put the 4K out version as well, but all of the physical extras, the artwork, the cases, and the booklets and whatnot are identical to what was released before. So yeah, it's extremely lazy in that regard, and it's just a little bit annoying to be honest. You could have brought out a really rather nice limited edition hard box with this, nice poster to go with it. But yeah, just a booklet that we've had before, just the same printed disc, same artwork. Only real difference is you get the slipcover, but again, that might well have been part of the limited edition version of the Blu-ray as well. So yeah, a little bit disappointing in terms of the presentation, but the film itself is really rather quite great, and I really highly recommend it. It's 4/5 for me, only half a star lower than Ring, and yeah, still a high watermark for in terms of J horror, quite frankly. So yeah, if you are into your Japanese horror or horror in general, quite frankly, then I do highly recommend it if you haven't seen it yet. But if you have seen it, I'd like to hear your thoughts on it. Nonetheless, though, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.